Imagine a movement that started with just 12 ordinary people and grew to change the world. From the dusty streets of ancient Israel to the bustling cities of today, Christianity has left an indelible mark on humanity. But how did it happen? How did the teachings of one man spread across the globe and transform lives for over 2,000 years? Stick around, because today we're diving into the beautiful impact of Jesus and how Christianity conquered the world. Let's explore this incredible history together. Christianity is more than a religion. It's a story of hope, love, and transformation. It's about a man who walked the earth 2,000 years ago, teaching kindness, forgiveness, and a radical love that changed everything. But how did his message spread from a small corner of the Roman Empire to every continent on the planet? And why does it still resonate with billions of people today? Let's find out. It all began with Jesus, the son of a carpenter from Nazareth. He had no army, no social media presence, and no best-selling book. Yet he carried a message. Love your neighbor, forgive your enemies, and care for the least among us. It was a simple truth, but its impact was profound. His words spoke to those weary of oppression, division, and hopelessness, offering them something greater. Picture this. Jesus wasn't a king in a palace or a warrior on the battlefield. He was a humble teacher, a compassionate healer, and a friend to the forgotten. Yet, his message spread like wildfire. Why? Because it spoke to the deepest needs of the human heart. It wasn't about power or status. It was about love, grace, and a hope that defied the darkness of the world. In a time of despair, he offered something truly transformative, a light that no shadow could extinguish. One of the most beautiful things about Christianity is its emphasis on love and sacrifice. Jesus didn't just talk about love. He lived it. He healed the sick, fed the hungry, and even forgave those who betrayed him. And then, in the ultimate act of love, he gave his life for others. This idea of sacrificial love was revolutionary. It wasn't about power or wealth. It was about giving yourself for the sake of others, and it inspired people to do the same. Early Christians risked their lives to care for the poor, the sick, and the marginalized. They built communities based on love and service, and those communities grew. It's like planting a seed, small at first, but with the potential to grow into something extraordinary. So, how did Christianity go from a small group of followers to a global faith? A big part of it was the dedication of Jesus' disciples and early believers. They traveled far and wide, sharing his message with anyone who would listen. But Jesus' message wasn't just spoken. It was lived. The early Christians didn't just preach love, they embodied it. When plagues swept through cities and others fled in fear, they stayed behind to care for the sick. They opened their homes to strangers, fed the hungry, and stood beside the oppressed. Their compassion was radical, their kindness unwavering. And people noticed. In a world of selfishness and survival, these followers of Jesus stood apart. They carried a light that drew others in, a love so genuine, so selfless, that it made the world stop and wonder. Think of it like a ripple effect. One act of kindness leads to another, and before you know it, the whole pond is moving. That's how Christianity spread, not through force, but through love. Christianity didn't just change individual lives, it transformed entire societies. It inspired art, music, literature, and architecture. From the stunning cathedrals of Europe to the soul-stirring hymns of Africa, the influence of Jesus' teachings is everywhere. But it's not just about the big stuff. Christianity also shaped the way we think about human dignity, equality, and justice. The idea that every person is made in the image of God, that's revolutionary. It's the foundation of human rights, the abolition of slavery, and countless movements for social justice. And let's not forget the joy. Faith isn't just about solemn prayers and deep reflections. It's also about shared laughter and genuine connection. From the warmth of a church potluck to the classic pastor's dad joke, Christianity has a way of bringing people together. It reminds us that joy is just as sacred as reverence, that laughter can be a form of worship, and that community isn't built only in times of struggle, but also in moments of lighthearted celebration. Today, Christianity is the world's largest religion, with over 2 billion followers. But here's the thing, it's not just about numbers, it's about the impact. In every corner of the globe, you'll find people living out Jesus' teachings, feeding the hungry, healing the sick, and standing up for the oppressed. In Africa, Christianity is growing faster than anywhere else, bringing hope to communities facing poverty and conflict. In Asia, it's inspiring movements for justice and reconciliation. In the Americas and Europe, it's reminding people of the power of love and forgiveness. And it's not just in churches. You'll see it in hospitals, schools, and charities founded by Christians. It's in the kindness of a stranger, the courage of a leader, and the quiet faith of someone praying for a better world. Now I know what you're thinking, but what about all the bad stuff done in the name of Christianity? And you're right, Christians aren't perfect. We've made mistakes. But here's the thing, Christianity isn't about perfect people. It's about a perfect Savior. It's about grace, forgiveness, and the chance to start again. Think of it like this. Christianity is like a hospital for broken people. It's not a showcase for the perfect. It's a refuge for the hurting. And that's what makes it so beautiful. Christianity's impact isn't just about the past. It's about the present and the future. It's about the hope that no matter how broken the world seems, love can still win. It's about the belief that every person has value, that every life matters, and that we're all called to make the world a better place. And here's the best part. You don't have to be a Christian to see the beauty in this message. Whether you're a believer or just someone who appreciates kindness and hope, the story of Jesus is a reminder that love can change the world. So, the next time you see an act of kindness, a moment of courage, or a spark of hope, remember, that's the legacy of Jesus. It's a legacy of love, sacrifice, and transformation. And it's a legacy that continues to change the world, one heart at a time. With this video, I hope you're reminded of the incredible impact of Jesus and the beauty of his message. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments how Jesus' teachings have inspired you. Thanks for watching. You're awesome. Now go out there and spread a little love. Remember, love is the most powerful force in the world. Let's make it count. See you in the next one. Oh, and click here on this playlist to watch more of my videos that make you smarter.